This is gonna blow your mind. All right, fellow adventurers, strap on those fanny packs and prepare for a sun-soaked escapade because we're about to dive into the vibrant heart of America's finest city, San Diego. Whether you're a globe-trotting veteran with a passport bursting with stamps or a newbie explorer stepping out of your comfort zone for the first time, this guide has got you covered. Think of us as your enthusiastic tour guides, minus the cheesy jokes and the frequent pit stops. We're diving into top attractions, uncovering hidden gems, revealing the best eats, comfy stays, and even some savvy money-saving tips. We're talking insider secrets that usually come with a hefty price tag, but lucky for you, we're spilling the beans. So grab your favorite drink, kick back, and let's plunge into the sun-drenched paradise of San Diego. Now, you might be thinking, James, when on earth is the best time to visit this Californian paradise? Well, my friend, that's the beauty of San Diego. It's a year-round destination. That's right, you heard me correctly. Sunshine, beaches, and good vibes are available on tap 365 days a year. But if you're looking for that sweet spot, that magical time when the weather is absolutely spot on and the crowds are a little thinner, then listen up. We're talking about the shoulder seasons, my friends, March to May and September to November. These months offer the perfect balance of sunshine, comfortable temperatures, and a more relaxed atmosphere. Plus, you'll have a better chance of snagging those sweet, sweet deals on flights and accommodation. And who doesn't love a good bargain, eh? Now, I know what you're thinking. Nobody wants to be stuck in a queue longer than it takes me to make a cuppa, right? So, if you're looking to avoid the summer holiday rush, then the shoulder seasons are definitely your best bet. You'll be able to waltz into all the top attractions without feeling like you're in the middle of a mosh pit. And trust me, nobody wants to be jostling for space to see a panda when it's hotter than a jalapeno pepper outside. Plus, you'll have more space to yourself on those beautiful beaches. Just imagine stretching out on the sand, soaking up the sun and listening to the waves crash against the shore without a screaming child or rogue beach ball in sight. It's enough to make you want to book a flight right now, isn't it? Right, let's talk top attractions. The main event, the things you absolutely cannot miss when you're in San Diego. And trust me, this city's got them in spades. First up, we've got the world-famous San Diego Zoo, home to over 3,500 animals from around the globe. It's an absolute must-see for animal lovers and families alike. Next, we're hopping over to Balboa Park, a sprawling urban oasis that's home to museums, gardens, theaters, and even a carousel. You could easily spend an entire day here and still not see everything. And last but certainly not least, we've got the USS Midway Museum. This historic aircraft carrier is now a floating museum, offering a fascinating glimpse into the world of naval aviation. Now, while those three attractions are absolutely iconic, San Diego has so much more to offer beyond the usual suspects. For all you art enthusiasts out there, the city boasts a thriving arts and culture scene, with museums dedicated to everything from photography to contemporary art. And if you're a history buff, you'll be spoilt for choice with historical landmarks, maritime museums, and even a replica of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. The point is, whether you're interested in art, history, science, or just soaking up the city's vibrant atmosphere, San Diego has something for everyone. All right, let's talk beaches, shall we? San Diego's got more coastline than a pirate's treasure map, so you know you're in for a treat. First up, we've got La Jolla Shores. It's like the Beyoncé of beaches. Beautiful, popular, and you might even spot a celebrity or two. Well, maybe not Beyoncé, but definitely some seals basking in the sun. And speaking of basking, you'll want to do plenty of that on Coronado Beach. This place is iconic. I'm talking soft white sand that stretches on for days, perfect for building sandcastles, playing volleyball, or just perfecting your tan. They even filmed some movie here. Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe. Ringing any bells? Now, if you're looking for a bit more action, head on down to Mission Beach. This place is buzzing with energy, with its boardwalk, amusement park rides, and more surfers than you can shake a surfboard at. It's like the Las Vegas of beaches, but instead of losing your shirt at the roulette table, you might just lose your flip-flops in the sand. So there you have it, 3 amazing beaches, each with its own unique charm. But honestly, you can't really go wrong with any beach in San Diego. Just remember your sunscreen, your towel, and your sense of adventure. Now I know what you're thinking. James, you cheeky chappie, are there any secret beaches I can escape to? Places where I can avoid the crowds and pretend I'm a castaway on a deserted island? And the answer, my friends, is a resounding yes. Tucked away at the bottom of some dramatic cliffs, you'll find the secluded paradise of Sunset Cliffs. As the name suggests, this place is known for its breathtaking sunsets. Picture this: you, me, a bottle of something bubbly, and the sun melting into the Pacific Ocean. Pure magic, I tell you, but wait, there's more. If you're feeling adventurous, take a stroll across the Spruce Street Suspension Bridge. It's a bit wobbly, I'll grant you, but the views from the other side are well worth the slight risk of motion sickness. Plus, it's a great place to get your adrenaline pumping before hitting up one of San Diego's many fine dining establishments. And speaking of hidden gems, rumor has it there are secret swings hidden somewhere in La Jolla. I haven't found them myself, but if you do, please let me know. We'll pack a picnic basket and make a day of it. Right, let's talk about the important stuff. Food. In San Diego, you're in for a culinary adventure that'll have your taste buds doing the salsa. First things first, fish tacos. Fresh, flaky fish, grilled or fried to perfection, nestled in a warm tortilla and topped with salsa, cabbage, crema. It's a party in your mouth. Now try a California burrito, a regular burrito with French fries. Carbs on carbs, it's a way of life here. Don't judge it till you've tried it. San Diego's got seafood fresher than your mate's dance moves. From oysters to sea urchin, grilled swordfish to cioppino, you'll be spoilt for choice. Just remember to pace yourself. So there you have it, a taste of San Diego's food scene. From casual eats to fine dining, this city's got something for everyone. Just bring your appetite and maybe an extra pair of trousers for after that California burrito. Now I know what you're thinking. James, mate, I love a good taco as much as the next bloke, but surely there's more to San Diego's food scene than just Mexican food. And you, my friend, would be absolutely right. San Diego is a melting pot of cultures, and that diversity is reflected in its cuisine. For a taste of Italy, head to Little's Italy, where you'll find charming trattorias serving up plates of pasta so good you'll be singing That's Amore. And if you're in the mood for something a little bit fancy, you'll find Michelin-starred restaurants serving up culinary masterpieces that are almost too pretty to eat. Almost. But let's be honest, you can't go to San Diego without trying the Mexican food. And I'm not just talking about your average taco stand, although, let's be real, even those are pretty darn good. I'm talking about authentic Mexican cuisine, bursting with flavor and spices that'll transport your taste buds straight to Tijuana. So whether you're a foodie looking for the next culinary adventure, or just someone who enjoys a good meal, San Diego has something to offer everyone. Just remember to come hungry, and don't be afraid to try something new. Yeah, all right. Listen up, you cool cats and kittens. It's time to talk neighborhoods, and San Diego's got more personality than a room full of drag queens. First up, we're strutting our stuff down to the Gaslamp Quarter. This place is buzzing 24/7, packed with Victorian-era buildings, trendy restaurants, and nightlife to make even the tamest wallflower want to cut loose. Next, we're off to La Jolla, the Beverly Hills of San Diego. This is where the beautiful people come to play, and by beautiful people, I mean both humans and seals. And finally, we're finishing our neighborhood tour in Little Italy. Think charming trattorias, family-run bakeries, and the aroma of freshly brewed espresso filling the air. So there you have it, 3 amazing neighborhoods, each with its own distinct flavor. But honestly, you can't really go wrong anywhere in San Diego. Just remember to bring your sense of adventure, your appetite for fun, and maybe an extra suitcase for all the souvenirs you're going to buy. Now, I know what you're thinking. James, you lovable scamp, are there any hidden gems in San Diego? Places off the beaten path where I can escape the tourist crowds and experience the real San Diego? And the answer, my friend, is a resounding yes. First up, let's hop on over to North Park, a hipster haven bursting with craft breweries, vintage shops, and more street art than you can shake a spray can at. This is the place to be if you're looking for a unique experience, a good cup of coffee, or a beard grooming appointment. Don't worry, they've got beard oil for days. Next, we're venturing into South Park, a charming neighborhood known for its independent boutiques, cozy cafes, and laid-back vibe. It's the perfect place to spend an afternoon browsing for vintage finds, sipping on a latte, or just soaking up the local atmosphere. And finally, no trip to San Diego is complete without a visit to Ocean Beach. This bohemian beach town is all about laid-back vibes, surf culture, and good times. Think tie-dye shirts, dog-friendly beaches, and sunsets that'll make you want to burst into a chorus of California dreaming. So there you have it, 3 neighborhoods that offer a glimpse into the real San Diego, beyond the tourist traps and the Hollywood glitz. So go forth, explore and discover your own hidden gems in this vibrant city. All right, listen up, you lot. We're talking about getting around San Diego, and no, I don't mean by riding a wave, though that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? First things first, renting a car. It's a classic for a reason. You can chuck your bags in the trunk, crank up the tunes, and explore at your own pace. Just remember, driving in America is like driving on the wrong side of the road for us Brits, so, stay alert. Now, if you fancy yourself a bit of a health nut, hop on a bike. San Diego is super bike friendly with loads of dedicated lanes and paths. Plus, you can work off all those fish tacos you'll be scoffing down. And for those who prefer to sit back and relax, there's always public transportation. San Diego's got a great bus and trolley system that can get you pretty much anywhere you need to go. Plus, it's a great way to meet some locals and maybe practice your American accent. Howdy, partner. Now, I know what you're thinking. Trolleys, James, are we in Victorian England? But trust me on this one, San Diego's trolley system is top-notch. It's like the Tube, but instead of being underground and smelling vaguely of despair, it's above ground and smells vaguely of sunshine. You can hop on the trolley and zip over to places like Old Town, the Gaslamp Quarter, and even all the way down to the Mexican border. Just imagine a cheeky little day trip to Mexico. You could be back in time for tea or tacos. Let's be honest, it's going to be tacos. And the best part is it's super affordable. Forget about forking out a fortune for Ubers or taxis. The trolley's your new best mate. Just try not to get stuck next to someone who's had one too many In-N-Out burgers. Trust me, that's a whole other kind of adventure. So there you have it. Whether you're a seasoned road tripper or a public transportation pro, San Diego's got you covered. Just remember to pack your sense of adventure, your appetite for tacos, and maybe a nose peg or two, just in case. Right, gather round, you lovely lot, because I'm about to let you in on some of San Diego's best-kept secrets. These aren't your typical tourist traps, no sir. These are the hidden gems, the places only the locals really know about. First up, we're heading to Sunset Cliffs. Now, I know what you're thinking, James. With a name like that, it's got to be good for a sunset, right? And you'd be right. Imagine this, dramatic cliffs, crashing waves, and the sky exploding in a blaze of colors. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Or at least shed a single tear. But Sunset Cliffs isn't just about the views, oh no, it's also a great spot for hiking, exploring sea caves, and maybe even spotting a seal or two. Just watch your step, wouldn't want to take a tumble down those cliffs. Picture this, a rickety wooden bridge, swaying gently in the breeze, suspended high above a lush canyon. It's like something out of an Indiana Jones film, minus the giant rolling boulder, thankfully. Now, you might be wondering why on earth you'd want to walk across a wobbly bridge. Well, firstly, because it's there, and secondly, because it offers some pretty spectacular views of the canyon below. Just try not to look down if you're feeling a bit squeamish. And finally, for our last hidden gem, we're heading back to La Jolla, but this time we're going off the beaten path. We're talking secret swings hidden amongst the trees, overlooking the sparkling Pacific. Now, finding these swings is half the fun. It's like a real-life treasure hunt, but trust me, the effort is worth it. Once you're swinging high above the ocean, feeling the wind in your hair, you'll feel like you're on top of the world. So there you have it, 3 hidden gems that are sure to make your San Diego trip extra special. Just remember to keep them under your hat, yeah? We don't want everyone knowing about these little treasures, do we? All right, folks, buckle up because this chapter's for all the families out there. San Diego is practically bursting with family-friendly activities. It's like Disneyland, but with better weather and fewer giant rodents wearing oversized gloves. First on our list, it's Legoland, because who doesn't love Legos? It's a classic for a reason. You've got your roller coasters, your water parks, and of course, enough Lego creations to make your head spin. Just be careful not to step on any stray bricks. Those things are lethal. Next up, we're diving into the world of marine life at SeaWorld. Now, I know SeaWorld has had its share of controversy, but they've made some positive changes in recent years. Plus, where else can you see Shamu do a backflip? It's pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie, but SeaWorld isn't just about the shows. You can also get up close and personal with dolphins, sharks, and even penguins. Just try not to get too close to the sharks. And for something a little different, why not check out the new Children's Museum? It's like a giant playground for the imagination. Kids can climb, crawl, create, and explore to their heart's content. It's the perfect place to let your little ones run wild and burn off some energy. They've got interactive exhibits, art studios, and even a rooftop garden where kids can learn about nature. And the best part is, it's educational, so you can feel good about letting your kids run amok while they learn a thing or two. It's a win-win, really. And if you're looking for something a little more low-key, San Diego has tons of parks, beaches, and playgrounds where you can relax and soak up the sunshine. You can have a picnic, build sandcastles, or just let the kids run free. Just remember the sunscreen. We don't want any lobster-red children on our hands. All right, shopaholics, listen up. If you're looking for a picturesque shopping experience, Seaport Village is the place to be. It's right on the waterfront with stunning views of the harbour. You've got boutiques, souvenir shops, art galleries, you name it. It's like a charming little seaside town plopped right in the middle of San Diego. And hey, if you're feeling peckish, there are plenty of restaurants and cafes where you can grab a bite to eat. I'm partial to a good fish and chips myself. Now, if you're after something a bit more upscale, Fashion Valley Mall is your spot. This place is massive with all the big-name brands you can think of. You could easily spend a whole day here, and let's be honest, you probably will. Just try not to max out the credit card. And for a more unique shopping experience, head to the Gaslamp Quarter. This historic district is home to a mix of independent boutiques, vintage shops, and art galleries. You're bound to find something special here. Whether it's a one-of-a-kind piece of clothing or a quirky souvenir to take home. Now listen up, my frugal friends, because I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. San Diego doesn't have to break the bank. There are loads of free things to do. First up, Balboa Park. It's not just home to the zoo, you know. You've got gardens, museums, walking trails, all completely free to enjoy. And speaking of museums, many of them offer free admission on certain days of the week. So do your research and plan accordingly. Don't forget about those beautiful beaches either. A day at the beach costs absolutely nothing, and it's the perfect way to soak up the California sunshine. Ditch the rental car and embrace public transportation. San Diego has a pretty good system, and it's way cheaper than paying for parking everywhere you go. Plus, you can sit back, relax, and let someone else do the driving. It's a win-win. And here's a hot tip. Consider visiting during the off-season. You'll avoid the crowds and score some sweet deals on flights and accommodation. Just think, you could be sipping margaritas by the pool without a care in the world. Well, folks, there you have it, your Gen X guide to conquering San Diego. From the best beaches and attractions to insider tips on saving money and discovering hidden gems, we've covered it all. Now go forth and have an absolutely smashing time in America's finest city. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Twisty McFisty's channel for more awesome travel content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time.